Okay, I'm doing this video because I kind of wanted to explain myself a little bit. Some of you guys have probably noticed that when we're in the middle of these mixes, I'm using a hellacious amount of ambience, particularly on the vocals. Now, some of these songs I do want to have an alive characteristic. I don't want them to just sound like a rap song or maybe even a Tom Petty song. I feel like a few of the songs we're doing on these tutorials have kind of went more in the arena rock category. Now, granted, when you hear Rush on the radio, they don't sound like they do on live CD or they do in the um, actual live concert. It's dry or relatively dry and all that kind of stuff. That's all fine and dandy, and I don't have any intention of making this any of these mixes you've heard here a live recording. They won't sound like that when they're finished. What I've done is I'm countering my tendency. There's a few tendencies, but one of my biggest tendencies is to mix too dry. And if I'm not got something that kicked me in the butt, I guess you could call it like my morning coffee. If I don't have something that's energizing me, then I will, towards the end of a mix, I'll say, well, these vocals don't need anything. When then actually they kind of do. And that's happened to me so many times that I've gotten into the habit of I'll start a mix with a vocal, which we've covered. I like to either start with a vocal or a kick drum. We've covered that 100 times. I will go ahead and soak that vocal in anything that sounds cool. And I did a Eventide video earlier tonight, and I put some kind of bold effect, and I was just trying to sneak it in, and we tamed that Eventide down a little bit. And in the whole grand scheme of things, maybe used a lot, maybe used a little bit. But the point is, when I first started, I wanted those vocals to have an awesome quality. Let's go ahead and just go kapow right off the bat. And I don't know, maybe that's kind of like, you see a bear in the woods, and so you raise your arms in the air and go, rah, 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 and you scare it off. Well, at least that's the theory. I don't know if that ever actually worked. I haven't wrestled a bear in a while. But I think there is something about when you jump into a mix to go ahead and do that thing, like, go away, bear, I'm about to win. And you declare victory right off the bat. Something good happens, I think. And so for me, putting effects on a song that calls for effects, and I wouldn't, if a song needed to be dry, well, I'm like, well, good. That's an hour of work I don't have to mess with. But if it needs effects anyway, why don't I go ahead and slap them on, and we'll go and pretty aggressive with them, get them too damn loud. And so I like it when I hit stop in Cubase, and well, let's just see. I'll just show you real quick, and you hear all these effects trailing off, and for some reason that's fun to me, and I know I got to deal with it, and I don't want to do that when the band's here. But that's another reason I don't like mixing around bands anyway. I like mixing at 2 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday or something. See all the crap going on? And that wasn't a perfect one, but, there's a lot of junk in there. I say junk as in a lot of effects. And that's something I should probably talk about. Well, we'll say that for another video. But anyway, the point is if you can be energized by any element in your mix, do it. Take that drug. I don't really literally mean a drug. I mean, get that mix to do something to you so that you can, like a feedback thing, and you can give back to it. I think I sound like the end of Scrooge. Pay it forward, whatever it is. But excite yourself any way you can. And I don't even care if you have to, play Mariah Carey in one ear while you mix with the other. I'd like to see what happens with that. It wouldn't really excite me. But anyway, the point is to get yourself into a frame of mind where you're going to win. And you see different people take different strategies, and some guys just get this really cocky thing. Some people beat on their chest. But whatever you have to do, you have to fight off any old man instincts you may have, like, oh, the world sucks and this mix is crap and I hate everything, because you will find things that suck. And I think this is a major reason that I get frustrated a little bit when guys post and bash this recording or whatever, and people go on there and go, well, I hear a lot of reverb. And we're like, well, no shit. He put a lot of reverb on there. Like, you could tell it was intentional, I guess. Having a lot of reverb is not necessarily a flaw. Too much reverb could be. But I think when people get into find the flaws mode, or I'm going to find everything that's wrong with this, well, that's all you're really ever going to achieve. It's a very pessimistic view of the world. And so I think when you go to mix, you have to be the exact opposite. You have to say, I'm going to find a way to kick butt. And when you do kick butt, or you feel like you're kicking butt, you usually do. And so I don't know, there's something about this game that's very sensitive to the mind. Probably as much as, like, sports or something else too. I don't know. But find ways to make it fun. And for me, soaking vocals in effects, that halfway makes sense, but I know I'm gonna be naughty. That makes me tick. And so find ways to make you tick so that your mixes turn out better. And just remember to, whenever the mix is finally finished, shape them up into what they need to be that's best serving you, the music, the clients, whoever's in charge there. Hopefully the music, but yeah, right. Anyway, hope you liked it. Thanks, guys.